All right, I'm gonna give you a quick synopsis of that Drylock concrete garage floor paint. I'm gonna show you the finished result before the rest of the video, so you don't have to sit through it to find out, whether or not I liked it. So overall, I give it like a B+. I did like it for a lot of reasons. I've had it down now for about 3.5 months. It's the middle of January. The reason why I like it is it's cheap compared to an epoxy floor paint. I did have a epoxy floor company come out and give me a price. It was like $2,800. And the problem with that is it's so nice. I think that you'd be worried about getting your garage floor dirty. I do oil changes in here and paint and all that other stuff. So I like the fact that when I spill something on it, it doesn't bother me. The other reason why I like it is it's very grippy. It's got good traction to it. If it gets wet, you don't have to worry about slipping and falling in here. And the other reason why I like it is the color. Application. Biggest thing is when you're applying it to bare concrete, you're supposed to cut it with that pint of water. You can't mix the pint in the gallon they give you, so you gotta have like a 5-gallon bucket handy so you can mix it together. The coverage was not really as advertised. I got about, I think like 180 square feet per gallon. I wound up using 2.5 gallons. My garage floor is like 430 square feet. So I would do it again, and I definitely think I made the right choice versus an epoxy floor covering.
Hello, today I am going to paint my concrete garage floor with this Drylock concrete floor paint. I will make this video as short as possible. And right, here we go. So I have a bare concrete garage floor. It's not in the best shape. After all the research I did, I think this is my best bet, because I don't really care if it comes out perfect. I want it to be easy and easily repaired when the car tires pick up the paint and when I spill paint and oil and stuff on it. So I did clean the garage floor. I degreased it and I power washed it, and then I etched it. The etching, it got the floor really clean, but it didn't really make it that much rougher. It's still pretty smooth, but it did clean it very well. So I got 2 gallons of this Drylock paint. I got a 430 square foot garage, and this is what I'm going to be using. I got just your basic nylon 2-inch brush to cut it in. I do have an 18-inch roller, which I would prefer to use. It depends how the stuff goes on. I got the handy dandy paint bucket. So for the first coat on bare concrete, it says right in the can to thin the first gallon of paint with a pint of water. So I got that. And that's it. So I'm gonna cut this in and start painting. I did this video to start to show you the garage floor. Before I did it, as you can see, it's not in the best shape. It's full of rust. It's still got a good bit of oil and grease. That's from an old oil drill back there. And there's paint all over the floor from when I was painting the garage. So, all right, here we go. All right, so I did the cut. It only took me about 40 minutes. I also went and did a lot of the big divots and the big cracks, just in case I couldn't get in there with the roller. So, because I did cut it with a pint of water, it's very, watery, and it's easy to apply. So I'm going to go ahead and use the 18-inch roller. One thing I did find when I opened the can and went and mixed the water, there's not enough room in the bucket to put the water in, so I had to go grab a little blue pail to put the paint and the water in. It's out there in the driveway. So far so good. And the other thing is I did a spot on the smoother concrete just because I wanted to see how slick it would be when it dried, and so far it is as advertised. It's low sheen and it's not slippery, because I was worried my wife would break her neck getting out of the car in the garage with a wet floor. But it is very, very grabby. I rubbed my hand across it, and it's got some good grip. So I don't think there's a need to buy any of that extra additive to get some more grip. So I'm going to roll it with the 18-inch roller, and I'll get back here. Alright, so that is the first coat. I did not have enough to do the whole floor with 1 gallon. It says it covers up to 500 square feet. This floor is 430 square feet, and I added a pint of water to it, so as far as the coverage goes, you're definitely gonna need extra. So I'm gonna let this dry. I'm gonna go buy another gallon. And I also needed to use a thicker nap roller because what I have, a 3/8 didn't cut it. I couldn't get into the cracks, the porous parts of the concrete. So I wound up using a 3/4, and that was better, but I still had some trouble getting into the cracks and divots. So definitely get the biggest nap roller you can. Alright, so the floor is done. I let it dry overnight. Overall, I'm very happy with it. Again, the coverage was not as advertised, really. It says on the can 250 to 500. It was definitely a lot closer to 250 square feet. I was probably getting like 300 square feet per gallon, but it dried quick, it covered well. The thing I like about it the best is definitely the amount of traction you kind of get with the paint. I'm not worried about when the floor is wet, someone slipping and falling in here. We'll see how it holds up. Basically, it's October 2015, so a year from now, I'll put up another quick video just to see how it's holding up. But I am going to be parking 2 cars in here and changing oil and getting the floor dirty, rolling a floor jack around on it, so we'll see what happens.